we have two questions from Bram. He wants to know how to get rid of the dotted line on his timeline, and he's already gotten a very good answer, but we will review that anyway. Then he also asks about software that he could use to take screenshots with. So let's get into that. Okay, although he's already gotten an excellent answer from the first question, let's take a look at what the dotted line is anyway. So if you have a very long clip and you don't really want to move your playhead to some other location because you're working on some timing or for whatever reasons, you can use a quick preview mode, which is this icon right here, quick preview mode. And when you hover over that, you can see that the shortcut key is B. And we'll get into the shortcut keys in just a second, but let's just turn this on. And if we looked at Bram's posted photo, we will see that this icon actually is highlighted here as it is right now for me. So, but if you're going into a long just a review of what's in the clip or whatever, and you want to cut out a lot of stuff or whatever, this is a way you can find it without actually moving your playhead. So it's a quick view. And in order to turn it off, of course, as he was already told, you simply click here. Now the shortcut key is B. But what are the shortcut keys? And you should know that there is a way to review all of those, although finding a particular one like this one may be a little bit difficult. But under File and Keyboard Shortcuts, and that has its own keyboard shortcut, Control-Alt-K, you'll find a list of all of the keyboard shortcuts. They're grouped into various categories. Now, you might think that this quick preview should be in the editing division, but it's actually under Tools. And so you can see Split, which is different, is Control B. There's lots of functions with B, but if we scroll down, we will eventually come to the part where it will say B, which is right here, quick preview mode B. And you might learn a bunch of other keyboard shortcuts. Keyboard shortcuts are very valuable for those who want to do quick editing, because they allow you to not have to move the mouse to activate something or deactivate it, whatever. So anyway, that's that portion of it. But let's see if we can just talk a little bit about the Windows snapshot. Obviously, you could use the snapshot function right in Filmora to do your screenshot if you have something selected, but it basically refers to what's in the window, so that may not be the key tool. But the other way to do it is you could do the start your screen recording, and you could then set it to record, as I'm doing right now, your entire screen, and you have one clip that you save, as we have done right here, and put that on the timeline, take your snapshot. Very cumbersome, I get it, not the right way. But let's just look at the Windows 11 screenshots. And what we have to do is we basically have to, on our keyboard, hit Function Print Screen. So you have a FN key, and then we hit Print Screen, and up comes these choices up here. If you understand these choices, it's not too difficult, but this is screenshots or video. And here is the snipping area. And this is a drop-down menu. You can choose to simply set it to window, so every time you take a snapshot. So if you have multiple windows open and you select the window option and you click just on the app that you want to capture, for example, the underlying window here of Filmora, then only that will be in your screenshot. So this is the screenshot that I just took, and you can see that the foreground Explorer window is gone. Now, when you, as Andy suggested, use the snipping tool and you have taken your snapshot, you can go in and you can edit it. This is an example of the snipping tool and how you use it. You have your markups here. You can crop the image. Like, for example, if you'd wanted to only describe this portion of your screen, you could do that. And then you would hit apply if that's what you wanted to do. You still have all these markup tools. If you wanted to circle something, you just choose whatever color you wanted, and you could have circled whatever tool it was. If you had wanted to put on some sort of shape or something like that, if you wanted to add an arrow to that, for example, you could go into shapes. You could select arrow, and you could simply go like that. So it's a very simple tool to use, actually, and it's pretty powerful. And if you wanted to do more with it in Paint, you could just open it up here in Microsoft Paint. So I'm not sure that it's a bad tool. It's just a question of learning some of the features. And actually, I have not played with all the features, but I use it all the time. Now, you can add it into your let's see here, into your quick access, and I have here screenshots. The default location, if you use any of the AI tools, I just use Copilot here to call it up and just ask where is the default location for screenshots, and you'll find it in your C drive users under your name, pictures and screenshots. This is where they're located, so you can go there. I have since that changed my screenshot location to where I do all my Filmora work, so that whether I'm taking a snapshot in Filmora or like using the snapshot button, or if I'm taking a screenshot with Windows 11, the snipping tool, then they all fall into the same little folder, and then I added it to the quick access. You could do the same. You could leave yours at the default location, and then you could just right click on it and add it to the quick access, which is these ones that come up here first. And that way you always have very quick access to your screenshots. So I'm not sure that you necessarily need another tool or another app just to take screenshots, because the Windows 11 screenshot actually is pretty effective.